Hello everyone and welcome back. This is video number 3, wearing the same outfit on the same bad hair day. But today's video, this video, I said that anyway in the other 2 videos, but this one is how to really utilize your Facebook to grow your business, grow your following on a $0 budget or close to it. Now, when I first started, I thought I switched from Instagram to Facebook because at first I didn't have a Facebook because I was like, okay, Instagram's my platform. That's what I'm familiar with because of my age. I'm only 20. But then at fairs, a lot of people are like, oh, do you have Facebook? And I'm like, no, I have Instagram. I'm like, well, I don't have Instagram. Or even I found it's a lot easier for friends to for people to tag friends or share my posts on Facebook rather than Instagram. I feel like Facebook's more of a sharing community, whereas like Instagram's kind of like when people post things, it's kind of like for themselves. People are concerned about likes on Instagram or all that stuff, whereas Facebook, it's really more involved in sharing, and I feel like it is a lot more community based because you do have like all your local communities, like everything in the groups. So for me, once I went back to Facebook, because my Instagram got hacked at about 4,000 followers, and I really found it hard to build my following back up because I had to make a whole new page, and then the page didn't even correspond with what was on my card because I couldn't use that old, like whoever hacked it, they just changed the name and made it a new page. So that was really frustrating, and I really was starting to give up on Instagram, so I went back to Facebook, and I honestly wish that I never gave up on Facebook so soon because that's like the bread and butter of my business. You don't realize how many opportunities you have on Facebook, and I feel like Facebook has more of is more advertisement and like business friendly rather than Instagram. It's hard for you to advertise something without having to pay for a promotion, and the Instagram promotions are very expensive, whereas Facebook, if I do pay for one, I don't pay that much. So now most of when I do my advertisement and for my marketing, most of the time do not pay for I don't pay for me to like boost the post. I kind of let my customers do that for me, if that makes sense. So like I do live sales. I did do another video all about live sales, and what I do is I'll advertise for the live sales, and my customers really help me advertise for that. So when I do, like I have like my little answer key, but like I just posted not this morning, like 20 minutes ago. I always post something the day of the sale, and I always say share this post for a chance to win a $15 credit towards tonight's sale, or tag friends for a chance to enter, and you get bonus entries, which because I put everyone in like that generator, you get bonus entries if that person you invited or someone that saw it on your timeline liked my page. So that's like one of the things that I do, and I find that giveaways or if you do a credit is so effective because people always like free or they like a discount, and that's definitely one of my big things is when I do my live sales. I will get, because you can also see how many people have boosted, so like the post that I did this morning, I didn't have to pay for it, whereas my customers are advertising the live sale for me, where they're tagging friends, they're sharing it for me, so there I didn't have to pay. Like, yes, now this is where it makes sense to me, and kind of it makes sense to hopefully make sense how I'm explaining it, but I don't remember where I learned this. I really don't. I'm sorry. I don't know if it was YouTube. It might have been actually one of my classes because I am going to school for marketing. So this was a game changer for me because I used to just pay for the advertisement, Whereas now when I do a credit, yes, it's a $15 credit, but I'm technically not losing $15. Whereas you pay to promote a post on Facebook, you're paying a flat $15. That's coming right from your PayPal account, it's coming right from your credit card, $15 flat, like nothing else. Whereas if I give a $15 credit, yes, I'm giving a $15 credit, which could get you 3 bows. It can get you 3 bows, but these didn't cost me $15. These let's say they only cost me $1 each to make. I honestly don't know what they cost for me to make, so that is just a made up number. I've actually never really, I calculated, but like roughly, not exact. I used to do exact and it would drive me crazy. But so here, this is what the winner would get for $15. Now this is $15 to them, or like they get to them, they see 3 free bows or $15 off their order, whereas to me, I only see $3. Whereas if you pay $3 for a Facebook ad, you're getting $3 worth of, I don't even think you can go that low, honestly, for a Facebook promotion. And that was, once I realized that was for me, it was easier I would do more advertising, more giveaways, I would get more interaction on my page, whereas just paying for because that's what I would budget every single month, because I am a cash flow person. I follow the Dave Ramsey plan, if anybody knows who that is. I love him, and that's one of the things I do the cash envelope system, so I always would give myself a $20 bill every single month for my advertisement, and that would be me paying for like an ad. And that it took me a while to like really have it click. I was like, like if you just get your customers engaged and involved, then it's a lot cheaper. So I do get a lot of people, like, always ask me, they're like, well, okay, well, how can you afford to be always giving away these credits? And people don't think of it in the way of if you pay for an ad, which once it was explained to me that way, then it totally made sense, where I like it like literally clicked. Whereas when you pay, because when I do the Facebook, when I do pay for the post, I only do it like I do it once a quarter, so technically once a season. Once I bring out like the first round of new season stuff, I pay $30 for the post, because I usually will get a blast of people that see the page, like my page, because I promote my page or my website as a whole, so I won't post a specific like post. I will post my page, or I post my website link, and that helps me tremendously. And so I only do that. Actually, I've only done one, I believe, this year, so I think I missed, because technically are we in the third quarter? I don't know, I follow my tax quarters. I think we might be in the third quarter, going into the third quarter, but no, fourth, because what are we, July? We're in the middle of July. So anyway, I only did one for this year, but that was my biggest thing, was giving away the credit. I found was really did me more, because now people, it's more because when you pay for it, yes, I do customize my audience on Facebook, so I'm specific. It took me a while to create my audience, but you can save it. So it's like women 18 to 65, because you can even, I feel like that's also a scary thing about Facebook, is you can see what you like put in. If people, it's like, okay, target people that are more family based, and they post more pictures of their family or from their search engine on Facebook. That's kind of like the scary thing, and I didn't know about that until I actually made my audience, like what they do. But so I will land on the timeline of somebody that has a little girl, because then you filter down like hair, like hair accessories, you really go down. You can control the countries, you can control the regions. So I do have a local ad that I will post for the if I have a really big craft fair, I usually will pay to boost, like usually just $10, like 2 days before a big craft fair that I'm at, just so I get a little bit of time. Whereas when I do giveaways, they kind of go everywhere. Whereas when I do the local ones, it's consolidated for people that are in distance from the craft fair. And that's what I love about my audience. So it's not like Instagram when someone promotes a page, but okay, well, it's going to reach 20,000 people. But now you can't control who it reaches. And that's what I found a lot of the time when I was advertising on Instagram. My post was falling already. It would fall on my own feed, or it'd fall on my friend's feed. People that already liked the page. Because on Facebook, you have the option of, I have it on the option to target people that haven't liked my page or followed my page yet. And you can choose to go for the people that already liked your page, or you can go for people that haven't liked your page. And Instagram, you don't get that option. It just goes to anybody. So I was finding when I was posting my business, when I was doing the business promotions on Instagram, they were coming up on my personal page, and then they were coming up on all my friends' pages. It's like, okay, well, what did I pay for if it's already going to people that are following my page? Where Facebook, you have the option to solely market people that have not liked or followed your page. And then you can go even further, where you can it's more of like what you're looking to get out of the advertisement. Are you looking for more page likes, more comments, more messages, more people to use your shop button, more people to click on your website link? Like, they give you those select options on how, because then that's how the ad will come out. So I usually just do my page as a whole, because I still will get like people liking, clicking on my link for my website. But like that, when I do that, I usually do my page as a whole, because my thing is, if someone already likes my page, then if I post something and I put my link on the post, they will see it, rather than if I post if you choose to boost your website link will be like the main thing in everyone's page. So when they click on the picture, it goes to your website, not to your Facebook page. So they could make a purchase, but now they don't have your Facebook page liked or followed for them to make another one. So I usually only promote my page when I'm going for a big national advertisement. But when I do my local, I only do close to me for the craft fairs. And that one, I don't really mind. My only audience is people that are close to me, because it's just, you want a lot of people to talk about it as soon as possible. Whereas when I do my huge, my big, $30 paid promotion, that's the one where I don't want to be paying all that money to it go in the feed of people that aren't a potential customer. It was wasted money, and that's why I don't like promoting on Instagram. That's one of my big things. And that's also one of the things that I love about Facebook is the ads on Instagram. You can boost a post, but you don't get the option of trying to get people to follow you, or you can do the website, but the website link is a lot more. And Facebook, for the money, you can, if you say, when I do the $30, I believe now, because people can still share that advertisement post. So that's one of the things that I love about the Facebook one, is I think it's 1.2 to 2.7 people reached within, from their $30 that they guarantee you for what you paid. Because it will tell you based on the price how many people will reach, but it doesn't count the people that comment on your post, or that they share the post to their timeline. So when I usually do, and even because you can, even for Facebook, your post that you promoted is still up on your page, whereas Instagram, it's literally only promoted and then it's gone. And that's what I love about Facebook, is I will still get a lot of people that they're sharing the advertised post and it's no longer being paid for, but it's still getting traction because it's still kept up there. And that's one of the things I love, is you can still, it's normal interaction. Whereas Instagram, and there's actually a lot of the ones on Instagram, when they have the shop link, you can't share that post because it's only a website link. Whereas Facebook, you can still share it like a normal post. So that's why I just really gave up on Instagram as a whole. I do have Instagram, I do post sometimes, but it's more Facebook, because I find out that I'm spending less money with just how Facebook is set up. And also, another big one that a lot of people do not know, and I did not know until I actually like read up on one of the Facebook updates, is Facebook, depending on how much you post on your business page for Facebook has for their business page algorithm, is now, the more you post, like, you can come up in other people's feeds. You can come up in a suggested page to like, and they do it more on how active you are on Facebook, if that makes sense. So if you only post once every 2 months, you're not going to be in somebody's suggested pages to like or follow. It usually, I'm filming on my phone, that's stupid. But like when you scroll down, it'll be like, oh, pages suggested for you, and you will come up in one of them, depending on, because now, especially if you filtered out your audience, you will come up in that. And that is I didn't really realize that Facebook kind of just does that on their own, and it's like without even, it's just based on how active you are on Facebook, whereas Instagram does not do that you don't just show up in someone else's, like you get like the suggested follow thing, but usually the suggested follow is based on who you follow, and then based on if it'll be like, okay, like 20 of your followers are following this person, why don't you follow them? And whereas Facebook, they go down based on, it's suggested based on what you like, the posts that you like, you comment, you share, the groups you follow, like the pages you follow, the groups you're in. So it really goes based on your data. Whereas Instagram, I always get the suggested follow, or you get a suggested follow where the thing's so irrelevant and it's in another language, and I'm like, okay, like what am I supposed to do with this? It's really not like helpful. And one of the biggest things is when I like heard this, I was mind blown. And that's what, like, when I always like teach people it, like when people ask, a lot of people don't know about it. I think I read up on it on one of the one of the newer updates, whereas if you use the words like, comment, or like, comment, tag, like friend, like any of the big ones where you're trying to get your customers to share the post for you, now Facebook won't boost that one for you, if that makes sense. So you won't come up in anybody's suggested, you won't come up in the suggested pages to like, because they see that you're trying to advertise that, and they're not going to give you a free advertisement. So when I post like the like, comment, share, tag a friend, when I post those, I do them like the morning of the live sale, and I do that because I know my customers are going to promote it for me. I don't have to rely on Facebook to promote it for me. So I'll get more interactions on my post if it's like just a selling post. And it's also like when you come up in other people's like timelines, it's because one of your friends commented on one of my page's posts. So Facebook, depending on how much you post, I was still filming, I don't know if that like went out or anything, but depending on how much you post and the words that you put in the post. A normal sale post, you will, if somebody comments, let's say somebody's on my page is trying to buy a sweater, and this business page is so active on their Facebook, and they know everything, like they know the words not to use, that Facebook kind of sets out as a red flag as advertisement, because Facebook, they're trying not to give you free advertisement, which doesn't really matter, where you can still use that post, and if you use those words, then people will like still interact with it. But I don't use them on every post. So once I found that out, I was really only trying to do I only do like one of those a week, or no, like just really want to do my live sale or a giveaway, like when I know it's going to promote it, that my customers are going to promote it for me, I don't have to worry. So if one of my friends is trying to buy someone that is selling a sweater, and they are really active on their page, you know, they're followed up, they know the words they can't use, they like everything, they post every single day, they pay for advertisements, because Facebook prioritizes the business page based on how much you're active on your page or how much you pay for ads, like etc. So that's like something that I definitely I never knew. I was like shell shocked. And so say if my friend comments on this sweater on this business page, now I can't be like following, like say I'm not following this page at all, but my friend comments on it, well, since I'm friends with like the person that bought it, now that comes up in my timeline, the whole post will come up and my friend name will come up, and it'll be so and so commented on comfiest sweater USA, his latest post, and then now that person's page is in my timeline just because my friend commented on it. And it's because that's how Facebook prioritizes the page, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. It's not even like, I don't even remember who I learned that from, for me to like go back, and I'm pretty sure I remember it was from a video. It wasn't like in person, so I can't even tell you like who I learned that from, because I'm really hoping it makes sense. And if it doesn't, I would have sent you back to the video, but I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't know. But anyway, this will probably be my last video that I'm wearing this shirt and this outfit for the day, and I will post like these three and kind of just see where questions go, like really just kind of like that. So anyway, I hope everyone has a great day, and thank you all so much for watching.